I'm making this video with the intention of raising some awareness for pheochromocytoma and paraganglioma. I have the SDHB gene mutation, so I've had a couple of metastatic paragangliomas. I've had 2 removed so far, and there's another one hanging around that hopefully that's going to be addressed soon. I also want to draw some attention to this particular survey that has been released by the Pheo Para Alliance. You can check out their YouTube, Pheo Para Alliance. And I just felt this really it was just a wake-up call for me.
Today, I'm here to talk about patient-centered research and management with Pheo Para Alliance to improve patient care. They have a mission to empower patients with PheoPara, their families, and medical professionals through advocacy, education, and a global community of support, while helping to advance research that accelerates treatments and cures. They were founded in 2007 and are the longest standing and leading organization internationally recognized in advocacy for and awareness of PheoPara.
That's super young. For what they are, 2007 isn't that long ago. And they're the longest standing, implying there were ones before then that we need to be aware.
The Pheo Para Alliance website has a lot of information for clinicians and researchers, as well as patients. The Center of Excellence program was developed and managed by the Medical Advisory Board and launched officially in March 2021. If you or your institution are interested in becoming part of the Pheo Para Alliance Clinical Center of Excellence, please see their website for more information as well as an application. In just a few short months, there were 270 respondents to this survey, which is amazing. Most of the respondents had PheoPara themselves, and some were asymptomatic genetic carriers. About a third had pheochromocytoma, either unilateral or bilateral. About a third had head and neck paraganglioma, and about a third had tumors in other locations. About 2/3 of the respondents had no metastatic disease, meaning they just had primary PheoPara diagnoses. About 12% of respondents had metastatic disease. To our surprise, 78% of the respondents had clinical genetic testing performed, which is fantastic. Of those, 60% had known PheoPara susceptibility gene pathogenic variants identified, and the vast majority were in SDHB and SDHD. From the first symptom to diagnosis was reported as 29 months. Almost half of the respondents saw 4 or more healthcare providers before being diagnosed with PheoPara. Almost half of the patients received 1 or more initial misdiagnoses. One of the respondents wrote, "Misdiagnosed many times, which caused the tumors to grow too large." The most common misdiagnoses are shown here: anxiety, depression, irritable bowel syndrome, diabetes, hypochondria. That one really tugs at my heartstrings, to be honest. Thyroid disorder, menopause, neuropathy, and several others. It has been very challenging advocating for myself and pushing doctors and medical team to order the proper tests. There are symptoms I've experienced post-surgery and post-treatment that doctors don't have an explanation for. Since functional glomus jugulare tumors are rare, it is difficult to find recent studies that provide outcomes and longevity. The results of many studies are inconsistent and differ from one another. It is difficult to find someone to trust. Medical staff do not respect or acknowledge the knowledge of PheoPara patients. We have become experts in this field in order to navigate the lack of knowledge and care that the medical staff have. When I found out I had a glomus tumor, I didn't know who to talk to. No one had heard about this type of tumor, not even my doctors. I felt so alone. It sucks. Needs to be more awareness of the mental health impact of this disease also has on both patient and family. Everything is always a fight with PheoPara, no matter what country you are in. Tests take a long time to come back, doctors don't listen to us, and dismiss half our symptoms. There is a real lack of answers on preventative protocol for my 3 children that I have passed the genetic mutations to. My biggest concern is the fear of recurring paraganglioma and how to treat it if and when this happens. I work 4 jobs because I cannot afford to quit, cannot work full-time, and do not qualify for Social Security benefits unless I quit working up to a year. Can't quit because I have bills to pay. There is no financial help from anyone. I am continuously saddened by the lack of clarity and info on head and neck paras. It seems there is a focus on just hormonal tumors, and evidence seems to suggest my head and neck tumors are relatively harmless. From my experience and my family's, this is untrue. I lost hearing, had a facial paralysis, have intracranial hypertension, nerve damage, and damage from treatments. My cousin had her carotid torn and ended up in the ICU. I wish there was a better focus on the risks associated with head and neck paragangliomas instead of the continued messaging that they are mainly asymptomatic, especially on the PheoPara site. My family and I feel very lost.
It is so bizarre and bluntly terrifying to be experiencing this, as I'm sure everyone else with PheoPara would say, how weird it is just to be like in 2025 and there's this weird tumor that's so rare we don't even really know anything about it. Neither do the doctors. It's just it's so weird. It's so weird. Yeah, we seriously need to get talking about this. So that was that survey, and I just wanted to draw some awareness to PheoPara and to Pheo Para Alliance and their channel and their page and all of that. Everyone needs to know about this, not just caregivers, doctors, and like everyone. It makes me think anyway that this thing probably is I don't think this thing is as rare as we think it is what I was trying to say. But thanks for watching, and I'm gonna do more videos like this. Anyway, bye.